We're going to do a little group therapy. All I can tell you is we have somebody standing by who actually cheated on their partner, and they don't know what to do, and they need our advice.
I think because we talked about professions that cheat the most at work with other coworkers, and least I think that must have
Triggered something.
So I'm like, I'm all about it.
So we're going to try and help
bring the
her
drama
out.
to this mama.
You say something off air, and then it comes on air. That's exactly what happens.
Aloha, what'd you say?
Yeah, what the heck is Maloha?
So I went to Hawaii with my husband and my new baby, and you say aloha. Everybody says aloha, which means like hi, bye. Everybody says that. And so mahalo is thank you. And for some reason, I just kept putting them together because those are the only two words that everybody kept saying to me.
So
then
you're
I was
walking around the island, and they're like, what the hell is aloha?
How often? Because
mahalo?
your husband had he had to work there, right?
So we flew
People
in
don't know he's
Sunday.
a surfer in the surfing championship.
He is. He's a surfer model.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
You should go check him out. I'll tell you his Instagram. I'm just kidding. He had to work because Hawaii is his territory. And so we flew out Sunday from Houston, thankfully, direct flight to Honolulu. And my husband had to work Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday while we were in Honolulu.
Okay.
And then Wednesday night, we flew to Maui until Saturday.
Oh, wow.
And so that was like our play in the sense of, us spending quality time together was Thursday and Friday, and then Saturday was all travel. So then we had to catch a flight back from Maui to Honolulu, which was like about an hour, and then Honolulu to Houston, which was 8 hours. And we got in Sunday morning around 8 a.m. So it was a lot of traveling.
How do you do on the way back?
Right.
Because of the way I saw you had like a
It's really cool.
play or
People were
something.
so confused. So we flew United. I don't mind saying what we flew. We already flew it. We flew United, and they offered this bassinet. They like texted me. This person kept texting me. I thought it was Special K, like scamming me. They're like, "Hi, this is so and so from United," and I'm like,
yeah, I wouldn't believe that.
"Right? It doesn't sound right. I don't think your mic's working."
No, your mic's not working.
No, you may have to.
We're in another room, by the way. If you want to,
Just come over here.
we're all in the closet right now.
yeah,
There's like
sorry.
4 of us, 5 of us.
But yeah, sorry. So United, they offer this bassinet. If you're able to book it, awesome. It has to be a special seat. But
'Cause
it
you're in
hooks
that
to
good
the
row.
yes, with the leg room, like huge leg room. Because this flight is huge. It has the 3 rows. It has the 2 on the side, and the one in the middle. So we got the one in the middle, and it was a bassinet that hooked up to a wall. And Santiago could go in it. He did not want to sleep in it because, one, he's way too chunky. Like, he had, like, no room to move. But it was nice to, like, let him sit there on our way there because it was during the day. So he was, like, wide awake and playing. He did great. And then on the way home, he got the bassinet as well. Tried to put him in it. He was, like, not having
Did
it.
he have a seat? Did he have a seat or just...
No. Lap. Because he's an infant. So...
okay.
Was there someone next to you?
On the way there, we had to switch seats with the gentleman because I was like, the bassinet goes in front of you, and I don't think you want my baby in front of you. And it was this young dude. He's like, yeah, that's cool. Okay.
That's pretty cool that they
and
want
so
to
he
change.
changed. Yes. Well, he had the aisle. Like, it was the same exact seat. It was just literally
I'm not
like
giving
switched.
up an aisle
No, but he's
seat.
the aisle, though. It's in the middle.
No, it's the middle.
Oh,
the middle
okay.
one. So you have,
It's a
the
big
aisle.
plane. It's got 2 aisles.
Right. So we just switched aisles. And then there was nobody sitting beside me, which was amazing. So we could like have space. On the way back, there was a really sweet couple because once again, we had to switch sides because of the bassinet being on the opposite
But
side
if the other
of this
couple was
wall.
in the other aisle, they wanted to see each other. Was that a problem? Or
No, they were sitting together. There was 4 seats in the middle.
Oh, there's 4.
So it was myself, like there was an aisle and then 2 middles and then an aisle. And so we just swapped so that we could have the
worked
bassinet
out.
in front of us. Yes, it worked really well. And she was
Sometimes
really
it's really
sweet.
difficult, though, with that
Really
8-hour time difference with children.
Yeah.
Putting them
so
to bed.
he was we started the bedtime routine at like 6 p.m., gave him a bath, gave him a bottle. He didn't even finish his bottle, passed out. We were like, yes. That's when we started watching movies. We were like, okay, this is great. And then 11 p.m. rolled around. And Mark just texted me that Santiago is still sleeping. And Mark just woke up.
Oh, nice.
So I'm hoping that they're okay.
What was your favorite part of the whole week? 'Cause I'm like, man, you've been to Hawaii twice now in the last couple of years.
I know. It's just so
Lucky.
beautiful. It is so beautiful. Just the view alone was just breathtaking. Just breathtaking.
No luau's?
We did not. No, it's we'll have
with
to
the
maybe
baby.
like Rafi maybe can talk a little bit more about traveling with a baby because it's definitely a lot different. A lot.
Oh, yeah, because you've
different.
done both. Last time you were doing like a helicopter
Last time,
tour.
yes, helicopter,
Which are
drinking,
very
going to bed
dangerous.
at like maybe 2 a.m. The reason why we were up is because he wasn't sleeping,
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. It wasn't a
It
party.
wasn't a party kind of vibe, but it was definitely fun. It was nice to get away.
That's good for you guys to get to.
Yeah, to spend quality time together. It was nice.
Because usually when you're because your family lives in Pennsylvania. So a lot of times on
Right.
vacations, you have to go back and see family, which is not bad.
Right, absolutely. But this was just like Mark and I in the sense of, while he worked, I just went to the pool and made so many friends. Everybody was obsessed with Santiago. It was really funny. It was like the granddads that loved him. It wasn't even the moms.
My
like
wife
the
keeps saying,
grandmas.
bring him over to our house.
I know, you want those
She's like, I
chunks.
need to see the chunky little baby.
I want to squeeze those legs.
I know. It's
I feel like it should be kind of like a social illegality for somebody to squeeze your baby. You don't know them, but how weird is it that we just openly say, I want to bite your baby.
That is weird.
I want to
That's
bite your
weird.
baby.
Please don't bite my baby.
You are squeezing little fat little arms and legs.
Yeah, Chunks
I want to
McGee.
bite that baby, but like not like hard.
No, just a nibble.
Just a nibble.
All right, coming up
Thing.
next, we've got a group therapy. This woman has been standing by on the line. She has done something bad, and she knows it. She is cheated, and she needs our advice.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Time for Rule and Ryan's group therapy.
All right, there are so many different ways you can reach out to us. You can message us. You can leave a call on the listener line. But if you do, leave your number, and then we'll call you back, which is what we've done in this case. We've got Tammy standing by on the line. Good morning, Tammy.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning, Tammy.
Hi,
so
Tammy.
what is the problem? What is your group therapy here?
I was dating Greg, and I really liked him, but I cheated on him.
Uh-oh.
Oh. How long were y'all dating?
Not that long, a couple of months, but it was, it was starting to feel like it was something really good. But I was at a bar one night in Cyprus, and
Don't say the bar.
You're like in Cyprus.
Yeah, don't say that.
As if-
Actually, what bar was it? I want to know.
You're like, what? Is Cyprus where people go to cheat?
Yeah, that's how we do it in Cyprus.
but I went home with a guy, and I felt so bad about it, and I ended up breaking up with Greg, but he doesn't know why.
Well, what'd you tell him when you broke up with him?
Whoa.
I just said I'm not really in a place in my life for a relationship, and I kind of ended it like that.
I've heard that one laid on me
Well,
before.
clearly she wasn't wrong.
So you slept with this guy, and then you broke
Yeah.
up with your boyfriend the next day?
It was about a month. I just couldn't live with myself.
Oh, so the
Yeah.
guilt was getting to you, and you just said, I got to get out of this.
Yeah.
Did you tell him just one day y'all were together and you just said, I just need to be alone now? Or how did you exit the relationship?
I tried to be really gentle about it. I tried to be really nice. I just said that I was having a great time, but it just didn't feel like the right time in my life to be in a relationship.
So what are you calling us for? Because when you emailed me, you said it was like you feel like you wanted to tell him?
I can't stop thinking about it, and I feel so guilty, and I just feel like I need closure. I feel like I want to tell him and apologize. I mean, it'll make me feel better, just to be honest, I think.
What's Ahmad waving his hands around for?
I think he's doing jumping jacks.
No.
No.
Go find
He's in
out.
his
You
exercise
can read
room.
the screen, though. I can't see it. What's he saying?
Go find out, Eric.
Okay, hold on.
Because I know he's
I'll be right
usually
back.
on the phones and I see somebody on hold, but I don't know what that means. It's kind of like a closure that we do, although on closure, Tammy would have been the one that's ghosted and Eric found the person. But in this case, Tammy broke up with her boyfriend that she was having a great relationship with because she cheated on him.
So is his name Greg?
Yes.
Okay, because Ahmad says this is Greg, your ex-boyfriend.
Uh-oh, let's bring him up.
Let's put y'all together and see if that's him. And then if it's not, we'll just hang up on him. Okay, Tammy? Hold on.
I'm putting him up. Hold on.
Just gonna get right in it, guys. Rip the Band-Aid right off. Hi, Greg. Welcome to the Rule and Ryan Show.
Hey guys, and yeah, I'm pretty sure it's me.
Tammy, is that the guy?
Oh, I think it
How's it
is.
going, Tammy? I know everything now. I was listening at work and I stopped for a second to make sure I knew that was Tammy, and I'm listening to her and I'm going, holy crap, that's Tammy.
Oh, my God. So you had no idea what the real reason was she broke up with you. Did you really buy that whole thing? Like, oh, I'm not in the right place?
Yeah, I guess I bought that. I don't know why she wouldn't tell me the truth about why she was breaking up with me. I didn't get it at the time. It's bothered me ever since because it just didn't make any sense that out of nowhere she decided that we weren't in the right place because things were going good for a couple of weeks.
In that month that she broke up with you after you heard now that she had an affair, did you feel like anything was off?
I wondered about it because I really didn't have a reason why she would just break up with me. So that was one of the things that came up in my head. I wonder if she found someone else, but she never said she did.
Greg, I'm sorry. I didn't want it to happen like this. I mean, I wanted you to know the truth because I felt so guilty because you're such a nice guy, and I wasn't ready to be committed. I wanted you to know the truth. I didn't want to be lying.
Well, you were kind of telling the truth. You weren't ready to be committed if you're sleeping with other dudes.
Right. Tammy, why did you want to do this on the radio? I mean, now everybody can hear this. Did you just want to to try and clear your chest.
Make yourself feel better? Yeah.
I felt like the guilt was eating me up, and I really just needed to get it off my chest.
Wait, so you did him dirty, and now you're doing this to ease your conscience.
I wish you would have been stronger and been more upfront with me on what it was about. You know, if you weren't into me, you weren't into me. That's just the way it works.
Are you still into her? Or like, does it still hurt?
I know.
Yeah, I always
sound
felt
depressed.
like I felt like we had something.
And Eric, of course, he sounds depressed. He just found out he got broken up with because of a cheat.
That's true.
Yeah.
Could
He'd
you?
be like, wow, this is
Could you
great.
overlook that,
Yeah,
though?
yeah.
Like, if Tammy came to you and said, let's give it another try, would you consider that?
Yeah, I might consider that just because I thought we had something going.
Tammy, would you still be interested in him?
I don't know. I feel like it's really awkward now. And maybe it's like better just to part as friends.
Oh,
and
man. Now you're getting him again.
Yeah.
No, this is so awkward. Sorry, Greg.
Yeah.
This is awkward.
Really, this is only
Greg,
boiled
you're
down
gonna
to...
find a great girl.
Yeah, it
Tammy,
boiled
I
down to
think
one
you should
thing.
just-
She just wanted to clear her conscience.
Yes, I don't think you cared about his
And just to be
feelings.
clear,
Oh, Greg
for
would have
those
taken her
just
back.
tuning in,
Oh, this is awkward.
Tammy did not come to us to get us to call Greg to put them together so she could just tell him, no, actually, I don't want
Oh,
you.
man.
Greg was listening and called in. We did not expect to have Greg on this phone call. Tammy just wanted our advice on what should she do, and we probably would have told you, keep it to yourself and don't hurt this guy
Yes.
more. But now the cat's out of the bag.
Feel like a car came back and ran me over again.
Oh, man, Greg, sorry, dude.
Greg.
Oh, Lord.
Dude, I'm sorry.
At least,
I'm sorry,
at least
Greg. I
everything's
wish,
out in
I
the
wish you all
open
the
now.
best.
I appreciate it.
Now she feels
Wow.
good because she got off her
Yeah,
chest.
now you feel
man.
good about yourself, even though you crushed him twice.
Right.
No, it doesn't feel good. I feel a little better.
He doesn't.
Yeah, he feels.
Yeah, he feels worse. He's better off just knowing that you guys weren't working out.
Well,
Sometimes you got to ask yourself, am I doing this to make the other person feel good, or am I just trying to clear my own conscience, which is kind of selfish?
Well, you already proved you're selfish. You slept with another man while you were dating somebody.
Okay, I don't really know where to go with this, guys.
I know,
For
I'm just like,
Tammy,
I'm
because
done.
they're both on the. Like Tammy admits her mistake. Okay, yes, you
Right,
made the mistake.
that's
You broke
true.
up with him. You did not drag him along and have an affair behind his back, but you just didn't think he'd actually call our show, so he would just say, "I'll take you back," and you're like, "Nope, thanks, bye, I'm out." At least you're being honest.
Greg, you'll find somebody. All the texters want you now. Although you're like an injured bird, though. I don't know if like
Women love that.
somebody can nurse
Hey,
you
that one
back.
lady on text says she'll be the rebound girl. She's okay with that.
There's always hope.
I like your attitude, Greg.
Well, Greg, thanks for listening to our show. That was quite the surprise. We appreciate you calling in. Tammy,
Yeah, no
also
problem.
you.
Good luck, Greg. Sorry.
Oh, man.
I'm sorry.
See
Yeah.
the text screen? It's like,
So
oh,
awkward.
you cleared your chest. What, do you use Vicks?
I love that, Sam.
Do you use Vicks for that?
Like clears
Wait,
your
wait.
conscience,
You mixed
clears your
metaphors.
chest. I don't know.
Have any of you guys
We get
ever
it.
been in a situation where you're dating someone? Maybe you just started out a couple of dates and then you're like, I think I'm gonna hit the eject button.
No.
Like, did you ever have any of
I
you
think.
ever?
Yeah, definitely. Because dude was too needy. Like, always asked me, like, if he could hang out, like, with me and my friends and everything. And my friends were just, like, on the fence about him anyway. And so,
You're like, nope, I'm out.
and I think it took him until maybe about a year ago to finally find someone special.
Oh, really?
As-
So you
from a-
left a trail of human wreckage for years.
That was
It took him that long to finally
You a
find somebody.
heartbreaker
That
because
was
you've been with your partner for 20 years. You're trying to tell me that this guy was devastated for 20 years over
he
your
wasn't
breakup?
devastated. He was
Well, if he
just.
spent 20 years.
And you know Kevin loved it ego-wise. It had to
Oh,
make
yeah.
you feel good.
Look at that. I ruined a man's life for 20 years.
Anybody was starting to go, like, forget about you. Somehow you would,
Oh, yeah.
reach out to him. Hey, what's up
double
there?
tap,
Oh, yeah.
double tap the light.
He's
Oh
throwing
my
the,
God.
the emotional rat cheese, leaving little
You
crumbs.
don't like me anymore? Well, now you do.
It
Yeah.
wasn't like that. It was just like, we both moved on, or I moved on.
Sounds like you moved on.
You moved on. He
probably.
did not. How long
Well,
were you
it
together?
doesn't mean that he was stuck on me.
Well, you said he just now came out of it 20 years later.
Well, he just now found love. I mean, I'm sure he
But it wasn't
found
because of
after,
you.
After
Yeah.
you,
He was ruined
he
for
waited
like
20 years to find love.
Okay.
Couldn't find-
Wow.
what a look at you.
I also, we were just dating. It wasn't like anyone was in
The
love.
K in
that I
Special
know.
K stands for killer.
Yeah. Speaking of Kevin, we got to talk about that coming up next. I know we're going to talk about Matthew Perry a little bit, but
Yes.
also you were a babysitter for a week.
A whole week I took on Misty Bloomer.
Were you afraid of that? Because
Sam's dog.
if something happened, Sam would hunt you
You'd
down.
be dead to me.
I know. We
my
just
child.
had to keep the dog alive. Now, this is the most spoiled dog in Houston, and I can't wait.
The most spoiled dog in
You
Houston.
can get some examples when you come back.
I will. This is unlike any other dog.
And I
very
can't wait to
surprised.
hear. I've been dying to see what is the present you got. You had to get something cool from
Yeah.
Hawaii.
Oh, they
for
got to
doing
bring you
that.
For once
something
for a
back.
week. I bet they got
I
you
know.
something
You
awesome.
babysat
I
for a
know.
week and
Just
for
think about
free.
if you put that dog in a place,
Kennel?
place.
Or-
that's
yeah.
I
like,
can't do kennel for her.
that's like
Rover.
$60 a day, right?
A day, yeah.
Wow.
And
Well,
you have like 8 days.
And
I bet you got a
really-
nice gift. I just want to know what the gift is that you got. It had to be from Hawaii, I'm
And
sure.
how many
keychain?
How many Tootsie Roll poops did I have to pick up from that little
Tootsie
toy?
Roll?
How many
was a
did you
lot.
step on?
Oh, God. Hopefully
We'll get the
not.
update and we'll talk a little bit about Matthew Perry's passing next on The Roland Ryan Show.
Movies, music, TV, and all things Hollywood
Rula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop.
on KRBE.
It is brought to you by Innovative Lasers of Houston. I've actually been going there so far. 1 week, lost 6 pounds.
Whoa.
Not
Look at
bad.
that.
Not bad. Not bad.
Check you out.
Look at you, sexy.
All right.
Snatched.
So
Wow.
I think that everybody must have just been going, oh no. Like when your phone went off, you're checking your feed and you're getting ready to go out Saturday night and you're like, oh man. You know, none of us were really shocked, I think, but it's still.
I was shocked that you did not text us as a group and let us know.
I know. I was waiting for
yeah.
I was like,
No.
okay, here.
I was waiting for Dr. Text Death.
Yeah, they accuse me of being the Grim Reaper here.
He likes to be the first to break the story.
I really don't. I don't
Yes.
take delight in that at all. I just like, wow, that's
Yeah, but
it's
something about
shocking, but it's not shocking, you know?
But the only thing, when these things happen, then your whole, like, that's when you stay off X
Yeah,
or
because
Twitter or whatever it's
that's
called.
all you're going to see is that over and over and over again.
But to me, it was sad because that was like my childhood and college.
Growing
and
up
then
watching Friends.
Even here, when we started here, Kev, at the other place, we did a whole finale. We rented out the Alamo Draft House.
Mm-hmm.
We invited like 100 listeners,
Viewing party for the final episode of Friends.
and it was cool. So I mean, it's like full circle of my life from being in high school and then college and then having this job. And I still watch the show at nighttime with my wife. My wife loves it. We
a
were on a
comfort
cruise
thing.
last year, and they had a Friends trivia. They do that around the piano, at Schooner area. Kev.
Yes.
That's cute.
And she,
scooter bar.
it was her against some other guys, a bunch of people, but those two
Right.
like knew their stuff. I'm like, you guys really
Fancy.
paid attention. I don't remember any of this stuff. Friends nerds, but no, that sucked to see. But he brought so much happiness.
Yeah, he did. And I
people.
think a lot of people are speculating. I mean, he did drown, but a lot of people are thinking, oh, that's how Whitney Houston went. That's how Whitney's daughter went. Having too many meds in your system, passing out and drowning.
Yeah.
We don't know. We just know that he drowned. That is the only official. But he did battle addiction. It was a lifelong battle that we're waiting to find out. Is that what took him out?
Just when they said that he spent $9 million of his own money
Well, here's Matthew
to
Perry
battle addiction.
just describing what it was like to go to rehab.
So I went to Hazelden. I went to my first rehab, and I was placed in some kind of spiritual guy's office, and we talked a little bit. And as we were done talking, he turned around. He turned me around and said, "Just remember, it's not your fault." And I went, "What?" And I said, "What do you mean it's not my fault? I'm the one who's doing it. What do you mean?" And he explained addiction and alcohol to me, and he saved my life. Because I then knew that it wasn't my fault, that I wasn't weaker. It wasn't my will that was screwed up. It was that I have this disease and I need to get help. And, the thing that always makes me cry, and I hope I don't cry here, is that it's not fair. It's not fair that I had to go through this disease while the other 5 didn't. They got everything that I got. But I had to fight this thing and still have to fight this thing. So just to end this on a good note, there are people that will help you and get their help. It doesn't go away.
Yeah,
It never goes away.
you just can't. Sometimes, you think you can do it on your own or you think you can help somebody.
He helped, I read today, Hank Azaria.
Uh-huh.
He 17 years ago. Is that his name? Did I say it
Hank
right?
Azaria, yeah, from
Yep.
The Simpsons.
Yep.
Yeah.
But 17 years ago, he went with them to meetings and stuff to get him sober.
You need a
sobriety.
support system,
Wow.
and sometimes family. Look, if you are around it 24/7 and it is a disease, you can only do so much because eventually it starts taking you down. Like when you're helping all the time, it starts ruining your life. And then people, I mean, we're all humans, so we all have natural emotions. At a certain point, you start to resent them. You're like, damn it.
I've tried and I
Get
can't
it
do
together. And you just can't get through. And it's a natural reaction. It's not a correct reaction. You should have empathy towards that person. But like I'm saying, after year after year after year of dealing with it, it can really just break you down. And I think Jennifer Aniston was the only one that still would check on him.
That Friends cast, and they must really be reeling
Tight.
right now because not one of them has made a
public statement.
Anything.
Yeah.
I've looked to see them say anything. They probably waited. They probably talked to each other. What should we do? Should we say something as a group? So they're probably thinking that through today. I thought we'd see something by now.
I'm glad that he used his celebrity to shed a light on this. You know, a lot of people that just go away to rehab, zip it up, have their PR person trying to sweep it under the rug.
Yeah.
He was very open about it, very vocal about it. And I think that's a positive thing because it really does affect everybody. It doesn't matter if you're rich, you're poor, where you come from. It can affect anybody.
But Sam, even our friends Cliff and Lori,
Yes.
our Astros friends that we've been friends with for years, even in the back of their jerseys says lobster.
Lobster?
That's a big
Are you my lobster?
Oh,
big thing
Friends.
and friends and
That's
stuff.
cute.
So it affected a lot of people. But now we got to talk about Kevin being Misty's little babysitter.
Yeah, for a week you're in Hawaii and you trusted your precious Misty to be with Kevin for that whole time.
Kevin has never.
Now, how'd that work? How did this come about? Like,
Yeah, that's
when
a
you guys
big
went to the
ask.
beach the week before, were you like, man, I just don't know what to do with Misty? Or did you just
I think
outright
actually,
ask him?
no,
or?
I think it was actually at the beach. We were like playing and hanging out with Misty, and I just like dropped. I said, "Hey, we're going to Hawaii," because my best friend Jules normally watches Misty
Yeah.
for me, and she already has 2 dogs and a cat. And I know it can be a lot because Misty is very high maintenance.
Your dog has to take top priority all the
So,
time.
Well, she's
she's definitely wants the
She's-
attention.
High maintenance.
yes,
24/7.
absolutely. She's a very active dog.
So how did you just
So
ask?
I think I mentioned, I was like, you guys want to watch Misty for like a week?
And who was the one that said yes?
Booster?
No, I think both of them. I was like, you guys talk behind closed doors to see. Like,
Yeah,
I
'cause I
don't want
don't
to put you on
wanna
the spot. Absolutely. If you don't want to watch her, no worries. I'll ask Jules to watch her. But yeah, Misty, she's 7 years old. She has never gone to a kennel or boarding or anything like
And
that.
that's traumatic, too, for a dog that's never been crated because
Exactly.
you're
So I'm not
crated
gonna-
18 hours a day.
I don't want to do that to her. You know what I mean? Especially if they
Yeah.
can watch her. And if worse comes to worse, Jules takes excellent care of her. She just chills with her dogs
But
and
so they
best friends. So
took Misty in because you haven't had your babies in a while.
Kevin, was there a conference between you and your partner? Like, ooh, should we do this?
I mean, I double checked with him. He's
Right.
like, yeah, we'll be home.
Because it's
but-
all if you were gone, like you were gone
Yeah.
away.
right.
So Sam called me after our gig last weekend at the Houston home show.
Garden show,
Mm-hmm.
Houston.
Okay,
Fall
and she's
show.
like, okay,
Name her.
I'm coming over for dinner. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, you invited yourself to
Okay,
dinner.
so Kevin and I had this event.
Wow.
Kevin and I had this event on Saturday.
And here's my dog.
Misty was with me. And Kev thought he was going home with Misty at
Yeah.
the event. And I was like, no, I don't have her bags packed. Like, I can't just
What do you mean
leave
bags
her.
Well, you gotta bring food and
You gotta
stuff.
bring food
yeah, the
and
bowls,
like
yeah.
her toys. And so I was like,
Nightlight.
okay. And Mark and I were leaving early Sunday morning. So there was no way that we were going to be able to drive to Kev's house and then get to the airport.
Oh, that's
so
true.
I was like, can we just come over for dinner because I don't feel like cooking? We have that good
Because I
relationship.
don't feel like cooking.
We have that good relationship. He could have said no.
Kev likes to cook.
Kev loves cooking, and Kev's food was amazing. It was so good. It was like better than restaurant style. So I was like, absolutely, can we just come over for dinner and drinks and catch up, and we'll drop Misty off. So we did that, and that was Saturday. And then,
I will pick up from there.
Oh, yeah. That would happen.
so how was your time with Misty?
Was there a moment where you said, oh my God, what have I done?
I think we talked to you on Tuesday.
Definitely, I had that moment.
Last
Shut your
Monday,
mouth.
right?
You shut your mouth.
During nap
First
time?
thing, she did not Dookie or TT anywhere in my house.
Yay, good
that's a good
girl,
thing.
That's huge.
Mip.
She only like threw up a little bit of bile one time, and that's because I think she saw me naked walking through the house. Now, the one problem with this doggy is she won't let you love her. Okay, she runs away when you bend down. to
Not a
touch
cuddler,
her,
right?
You can't even pet her head, or she will run from you.
And she's fast.
Yes, she's very fast.
It's like catching a squirrel.
Like a little rat squirrel baby.
Yeah.
Rat squirrel.
Okay, so, but when you do get hold of her, this is what she does.
Really?
Because she acts like you are killing her.
She doesn't want to be held.
Yeah, that's her defense mechanism, y'all, for trying to put her to...
And being tortured.
Yes, you're killing me. So initially I was like, oh my God, we're hurting her. And then when we were just like picking her up gently, she was even like...
So you realized...
So I was like, oh, just let me love you, please, please.
Did you ever think of giving her a sedative?
Oh, no.
Absolutely not.
I don't even have that.
Or those hemp? What are those things they...
THC. I don't think it
like a
works on
gummy?
her, to be honest.
So we were like, all right, let's tucker her out and take her on a walk. She ran away from us for 20 minutes while
you
we
couldn't
tried
catch
to
her?
get hold of her, that little rat
Oh, to
squirrel
put the
baby.
harness on?
To get the harness on.
She thinks it's a game.
Oh.
You have to be very stern with
be so
her.
annoying.
Where
no,
were you
she
at?
didn't-
Where
she
were
don't
you at when she got away from you?
Obedience is not part of her life.
They're in the
at
house.
least for me.
They're in the house just trying to get the harness on
Yes.
her.
Oh, that's all inside the house.
Yes.
We tried to corral her, then she jumps over the couch, onto the other side, down to the other room.
It's-
Oh, my
and
God.
It's a game.
Hides under the bed then.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so then she did this one night when we were going to go out to dinner. We told her we're going to take you out to dinner and we're going to have a fun night, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, nope, ran under the bed. So we turned off all the lights. We're like, fine, we're just going to leave you here then.
Yeah.
And she was
Do
like,
the stop thing?
Wait. And then she came out and put her little paw up, the one paw in the air. So now she's on three hands. And
Looking
she's
at
like,
you. I know this
"Oh, I'm
face.
so sorry. And then she put her little head down like she's ashamed and let Booster put the little harness on her.
Unless she learned her lesson.
She
Oh, yeah.
knows
Yeah.
she went too far.
If you try and leave her, she will act right real quick.
Yes.
Except for if you want to go on a walk.
Then she
like,
ran away.
Yes.
Now, the only time where I regretted it, because the doggy does not bark really. I mean,
You
unless
just throw
there's
a ball all the time? It seems
all
like,
the time. I'll get to that.
seems like a lot of
I'll
work.
get to that.
So, okay, real quick. She was not barking anytime until I wanted to take a nap. And then she wanted to nap with me. She can't be alone. So she came back.
This dog is just like Sam.
Exactly.
Clone.
I told
I
you.
live in an active neighborhood, and every time someone shut a door, a neighbor shut a door, she was like,
Was she really?
I was like, what? There's no one here. There's no one here.
She's protecting you. She
You
loves
need
you
to
so
get
much.
dog earmuffs.
But then, all right, I was like, all right, I'll shut the door. No. Then she claws at the door to get out the door to go see what's going on out there or to get her ball. The moment she gets up in the morning, she don't want to go pee. She wants the ball that we have had to
Yes!
put up on the shelf.
You gotta put it in timeout.
Her entire existence, y'all, is bringing the ball to you. There's not one moment in the day when the dog is not bringing you the ball and looking at you, but she won't give you the ball.
No, that's
She
another
will-
game.
You just have to
She will-
pretend like grab it and
Yes.
she runs.
and
She
then
wants
runs
to play
away.
tug
So
of
you
war
can't
with
even
it?
you can't no you can't even play. You can't even get it out of her mouth. She brings it up to your face and like kind of rolls it around her
Oh,
mouth.
so she taunts.
It's a tease.
Yes.
It's a game for her as well. So you can't. I can't love her. I can't throw the ball. I can't take a nap, but I love her to death. And she
In
was
all honesty, when
still sweet at nighttime.
when they picked her up and had to take her away, did you feel kind of empty?
Oh, they didn't even have to come. Booster was like, "Come on now, we going on down the road," and took Booster over to
It was so
their
sweet
house.
because we were
they were tired.
exhausted. We were so exhausted. That was so sweet. I was gonna because the airport to Kev's, it's like 40 some minutes.
Oh
Yeah, but
the
then
short
you
So
go,
one.
yes, and then
And then you go home.
yeah, so it was like either Mark or you dropping Santiago and I off to go and get Misty or what. So it was so sweet, but she was so good to be home. Okay, would you watch her again?
Oh yeah, definitely. She's fine.
Unless you got a plan.
Hey, yo, it's TRP. Show to tell you what's going down in H.
Did you give him a present? Did you give him something from Hawaii?
Yeah. What was
Okay,
the
so
gift?
I didn't give it to him yet. We're definitely going to do a very, very nice dinner. I bought B something, but I didn't buy Kev something because Kev doesn't want anything.
Yeah.
wow.
Not a puka necklace?
No, I know Kev. Like Kev doesn't want anything.
No shells,
Doing
huh?
like a sweet
Yeah.
dinner or something to show them that we're thoughtful.
he'd rather have food.
Yes, much rather do that. Or
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
buy him a liquor bottle.
Serenade me with service.
Yes,
There you go.
not items.
All right, it's brought to you by Dunkin'. So, CandyStore.com has revealed the most popular Halloween candies for this year. In the state of Texas, what do y'all think the number one Halloween candy is that kids love?
Snickers.
Kit Kat.
It's Skittles.
God, you're all wrong.
Peeps.
Oh, Ahmad, what'd you say?
Sour Patch Kids.
Ding, ding, ding.
All
You're right.
right.
Sour Patch, yes. That tops the
Hey,
list.
candy. That's just
I like chocolate.
Yeah, chocolate to me is candy.
Hey, Don't shoot the messenger. It was like the kids voted.
Voted? What the hell?
They voted. I'm telling you, I'm having a rough day too. It's not just roll. The kids voted. They said Sour Patch. That's their favorite candy in the state of Texas.
Yuck.
Okay, so thank God that connector ramp is finally reopened. I'm talking about right there, the southbound main lanes of the West Loop. I can't talk. West Loop reopened. Eric, how long was it down? Like a year and a half?
Oh, longer
It
than that.
felt like forever. It felt like the last 2 years.
Yeah. The southbound
thing's
exit to Chimney Rock also reopened.
Whenever we had the Super Bowl, the next week, that's when they started tearing stuff down.
Oh, yeah.
Are they done? Or they still have?
They
probably
can't
another
be
6
done
months.
because I was on 610 just last week, and there's a whole ramp that's partially torn down.
What kills me is when you go in the Galleria towards Bel Air on 610. Like you want to go to 59. It's on the far right side, and then if you want to go towards Sugarland, it's the other side. It's so confusing. It's in the middle.
Confusing.
Like you got to go all the way to the
Such
right
an
to get
backwards layout.
to go to the far left, and it's just, everyone's confused, and that's why it's always backed up. It's not because of new roads; it's because people are dumb.
And don't know
And it's not their fault. We're dumb. It's because they set it up.
It's
stupid.
illogically laid out. I don't know what they were thinking when they
Like if
designed
you're in the right
this.
lane, it should all go to the right.
Yes.
And the lane next to that should go to the left. Towards Greenway
But that's
Plaza.
not
area.
the way they designed it.
Sometimes they
stupid.
have to put things in places because there's existing structures.
No.
So like the old road is in the way.
They tore
want
it
to build
down.
the new one.
Couldn't
and
they
swing
flip flopped it?
around.
I don't
Yeah.
know. It sucks.
Let's go
Not
down
how
there.
we would have done
Can
it.
we go down and pick it or something like that?
Not going to do any good.
Nope.
They'll just tear it down again, and then you're like, oh,
5 more years.
Now you're back to square one.
Yeah.
That's what's going down in H-Town. Now, coming up next, it's a Rule and Ryan's Roses update. I mean, it's pretty shocking to find out that your boyfriend is sleeping with your mom. That's exactly what happened. We'll give you the recap and the update next on 104.1 KRBE.